like speed, I like emotions, and I like vibe, I like high tempo of life. I think basically it's a part of me that likes, developing something that is normally beyond your normal living state.
In our heart, there are very important things like equality, tolerance, and we really believe in what we say to the people. Equality, it's important for us.
Warsaw is kind of my favorite because it's the most chaotic one. I'm a chaotic person. I like that about myself. It's interesting. It doesn't make any sense. My name is Jimek. I'm a composer. I also produce. I conduct sometimes music. Sometimes I have a racing license. Every time that I travel, people ask me where I'm from. Are you French? Are you French? Are you Italian? And then there's some sort of a mystery when you say you're Polish, and people don't know what that means really. We are improvisers. That's my favorite thing about us. Because of the hardship, because of the weirdnesses of history, of being, the wind was blowing every possible direction, people needed to adapt really fast, and it was a matter of life or death for them to do so. So I think we really know how to improvise and find ourselves into new situations.
When you sit in Porsche, you know what to do, you can follow your instinct and you just drive a car. It's so quiet and it's so cool, and I can feel the power under my feet. Some people say that Warsaw is a new Berlin. And I can tell you it's true. You have to come to Warsaw, you have to see the places, you have to meet the people and see how it grows and how many emotions and great feelings you can find in this city. Welcome you at Nuance. Nuance Media, this is our office. As you can see, this is a very prestigious office, but now I will show you the heart of Nuance. This building is legendary. During half of 20th century, it was the headquarters of Polish Communist Party. I will show you something which is downstairs and which is personally very important for me because it's our radio. And you can see, as our guest, that the show is right now on air, which is very cool because our listeners can come, can have a drink and see our journalist having a chat. They have a show right now about music from 1989. Really great. Our motto is be interested. So we make the young people to think about future, to think about the world, to think about eco life. And we want them to think. So it's very important for us. So this is our studio. As you can see, they sit on porch chairs because most important show in our radio is sponsored by Porsche. Hello, hello guys. Hello. Just say hi to our friends from Porsche. This is our Porsche watch. It's very heavy. I'm not that strong man, but it's cool. I think it's great to be here because the city is making us more creative, I think.
Sound is the vibration. The vibration is a frequency. The frequency is how often things happen to you and how tuned in you are. And you're trying to catch that explanation and it's running away from you. So you're chasing it, so you're racing. It's basically the same thing. Maybe that's why I'm so attracted to racing, because I tend to overthink the past and the future. And in racing, there's only now. It's the same with the intellectual work, that you just have to be present right now. There's no anything else. I don't really listen to radio in the car. I never really turn on the system even. Maybe because I want to keep music being my, I try to chase that dream too. I don't want to be used to it too much. I need to rest from it. That's why I listen to the sounds, to the engine. It's also an instrument that you're playing when you're driving. The instrument is giving you feedback. If you tune yourself into listening to that feedback, you're a much better driver. Idealnie, natychmiast, instantly. Depending on where you are in the world, it's not that big maybe, it's smaller than Texas. But there is definitely diversity. We have the sea up north, we have the mountains down south.
%30 of Poland is forested. And we have the only virgin forest in Europe. For me, the Polish cuisine and most of my dishes are scented with the forest. I love all the kingdom of mushrooms, the berries that you can find, the wild herbs, the game and venison you can hunt for. So everything is mixed within the forest, and lots of my dishes actually taste of the forest. The idea that comes to my mind is how to transport the story that could be told inside the forest to the plate. The needles, there are certain 2 weeks of the year when they are completely edible, new, soft, full of fragrance, full of flavor, and then you can eat them directly. I base my philosophy on something that I call nature's calendar, which is divided into 4 seasons, as people normally do, like spring, summer, autumn and winter, but 52 weeks, 52 periods of time when I actually see nature is growing, something more developed, something ripens, something is available to harvest. So we are going seasonality divided into 52 weeks. I wanted to show young people that the Polish cuisine can look so exciting, that can be filled with modern approach, with new techniques, with everything that is nowadays surrounding us. We're still proud of this is the Polish spirit in that. And it became an ultimate success, and I became an ambassador of Polish cuisine worldwide. I received many awards. Apart from the Michelin Guide, I did not expect that we're gonna cross the borders so much, and we well known across the world. Cars is probably something that develops over time. when you actually grow and get the driving license and you are able to experiment. My father used to say the driving license doesn't mean you know how to drive, it's the access to experiments on the road. It's a contradiction, but when you actually drive a very fast car, your mind can work on the very slow things that needs developing in time. So this is like two directions. One is the speed on the road, and then your mind has a lot of time to think of things that you normally don't find time to think of.
In the past times, people have to work with cars by his own hand. No so many services, no parts available, and that's why we are so smart with work on these cars. I live in here, and of course not in garage, but in this house. And this work is my passion, is my hobby, so I really like it to have it close to me, you know. This is a Porsche 356, but in a coupe body. This is 1961 model year, stone grey color, olive green interior. We're trying to make it as new car. Car have to be disassembled and assembled again, so every single part is restored, reshaped the body, and then fixed again. I was much in love with German cars, especially VWs and Porsches, which are very similar. The first ones, I mean the Porsche 356 and early 911, are very similar to old Beetles. And I was familiar with this mechanic because my first car was old VW. With the brand Porsche, the cars they do are perfect. For the iconic cars, it will be always a market for. I mean, people really love their cars, and you know, cars like Porsche 356 never die. It's even when you drive, you better hear the sound. When you're on the right seat, you didn't hear it so strong. Ah.
No problem with the acceleration, huh?
No spinning wheels, you know.
When you love Porsche, when you drive Porsche, you can feel the spirit in every model, but this one is really extraordinary. You cannot hear the engine. In my Cayman, I can hear the engine, but here, it's so quiet. We can talk, we can chat, we can listen to the music. I can listen to my thoughts actually, so it's cool. And it looks like a spaceship, come on. Kirk to the bridge.
We were always fighting for freedom, and now we are trying to catch the West life, and we do it. So.
I wish everybody from out of Poland who is interested in music, he should come here and listen to our Slavic vibes in the music. It's great, it's great.